in Israel and all over the world.
Good evening. My name is Alan Mindell. I've had the pleasure of growing up here for the last 50 years. I've had the pleasure of knowing Rabbi Kaczynski for probably a little over 40 of it. And I remember when Lubavitch came here, when we got this property, and it was able to develop to what it is today. And being with the child of survivors, you get a little perspective on things like this. So I appreciate the opportunity to give you mine. Joseph Goebbels had a saying. He said, if you tell a big enough lie and you tell it enough times, everyone will believe it. They have kept telling the same lies. They said we were colonists. We have been in this land for over 5,000 years. Born our children, raised them, bled and died for it. In every generation, all the way through the Shoah, through the birth of our nation, through today. And they say, no, you're a colonist. Don't let them spread that lie. They said, we put them in a prison. When I was 17, I had the honor of living in Israel for a year. Tried to do a little bit of my part. I did guard duty, and I was sent around the country. And I spent a weekend guarding the Gaza Strip. And I was so scared of going to Gaza. They show you pictures of downtrodden streets, of blown up, burned down buildings. It's paradise on earth. Please, if I should be convicted of a crime, put me in a prison on a beach in the Mediterranean with more agriculture to feed the whole world. And that's what we left them when we left and gave it to them. They said it's an apartheid state. Today, Arab Israelis are doctors, are lawyers. They vote. They hold positions in government. They are Supreme Court judges. More rights in Israel than an Arab, Christian, or Muslim has anywhere else in the Middle East. The apartheid isn't in Israel. It's in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Not a single election in the last 15 years. But they keep saying it. They say we blockade them. They can't get goods or food. I watched the TV on Saturday morning. They seem to have no trouble getting missiles. No trouble getting bullets. No trouble getting guns. No trouble getting drones. No trouble getting bombs. No trouble getting beautiful, great cell phones. So as they beat and torture and rape and maim and kidnap and murder our children, they can put it on TV so they can enjoy it. Somehow we never blockaded that. And then they said that all the pain and misery was caused by us. We didn't make them take up arms. We didn't make them not have elections. We didn't take the UN money and say, no more schools, no more education, no more jobs, no more rights. It wasn't us. But they still blamed us. And just like Goebbels said, They told their lie again and again and again. At Harvard, at Columbia, at University of Pennsylvania, at Rice, at NYU. And in case you didn't have enough money to go to those schools, they took the City University of New York, schools that we built, and they tell those lies there. And they tell us that our kids are no longer welcome in the houses we built with our names on the buildings. And now, congressmen, senators, they spread those same lies again and again and again. And they've used it to rationalize heinous, barbaric crimes against humanity. But they don't see us as human. So to them, it's okay. Today, the world weeps for us. The world always cries for dead Jews. There's no Jew they like better than us dead Jews. But this isn't the Shoah. This isn't 1939. And we are not those people. Not today, and not anymore. So we cannot let them. We are here because we stand strong. So, what must we ask of each other? Because none of us here will do as much as those of us that are in Israel today. We have very simple jobs that I ask each of you to do today. Really, only 2 or 3 things. Look to your left. Look to your right. If there's someone in this room that you've had a fight with, that fight is over. Around you in this room are your brothers and sisters. There are no Hasidim, there are no Reform, there are no secular. There is just one. Am Yisrael Chai. One. The only other thing I ask is this. Today, they see it. They won't put it on NBC, they won't put it on ABC, they don't even put it on CNN. But on social media, they see it. In 2 weeks, after we blew up a building with terrorists, blew up maybe a hospital that had terrorists, blew up a school that was filled with terrorists, the world will come crying and screaming. These aren't those dead Jews we love so much. What are they doing? Make them remember. Never let them forget. Tell them, we've heard it. The lies are over. I'm not a colonist. I don't live in an apartheid world. I believe in the love and paradise for everyone. And I want no one suffering. But I will not live under your suffering. You will not do it to me. You will not do it to my brothers. You will not do it to my sisters. And you will not tell that lie again, not in my presence. Those videos you see, send them to your friends. not just your Jewish friends. Send them to your business acquaintances, not your Jewish business acquaintances. Hell, send them to your enemies. Send them to everyone. And when they ask you, but how, say, because we have no choice. Please, I'm asking you to remember. And when the rabbi sends out a memo, an email, 2 weeks from now, there should be 10 times as many people in this room. And we should send that picture to everyone and say, so what? We know what they said in Times Square. From the river to the sea, they want to be free of you and me. No more. Not acceptable to me, not acceptable to you. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless the United States of America. And may God bless